What's up, Interweb? RhyQuinn here, and welcome to another Top 10. Today's list focuses on my personal least favourite Pokemon, but purely in terms of design. This list is 100% opinion-based, so disagreement is expected. We got a whopping 1 dislike on the last video, so show me how you feel in the comments and likes this time too. We're getting serious today though. All Pokemon designs that make me laugh are excluded, so Castform's weather balls aren't included here. Also, each Pokemon is being judged individually, without any links to its evolutionary family. So, Magneton, for example, is a bad design because of how it evolves from Magnemite, because it's just 3 Magnemite. But individually, Magneton's design isn't that bad, so it's not on the list. Now let's get on with the honourable mentions for my personal top 10 worst designed Pokemon. First up in the honourable mentions is Diggersby. Arms for ears? Really? Next is Klefki. I didn't feel it was deserving of a spot on the list as they somewhat pulled it off, but at the end of the day, it's still a keyring. Quagsire is next, and you'll see from this list that I'm not a fan of derpy Pokemon. Quagsire is not the derpiest, but it's definitely up there. Azurill is next for always looking so damn depressed. Why so serious? Next is Aromatisse for being one of the ugliest Pokemon in existence. And last is Spoink for being something that I literally have no idea what you are. A spring pig with a pearl? Anyway, that's the honourable mentions. Now let's start the list with...
Number 10!
Kyurem White. This might seem like an odd Pokemon to include on a worst design list, but good god, if there's ever been a case of over-designing a Pokemon, it's right here. There is so much going on! What are all these tubes doing? What about this and this and this? Just what? Too much stuff right here. I can't deal with it.
Number 9!
Mega Manectric. Manectric is a cool Pokemon, definitely one of my favourites from Generation 3. So why, oh why did they have to screw up his Mega? There's no doubt Mega Manectric is one of the best Mega Evolutions competitively. But design-wise? I'm just trying to picture the design process here. Hey, you know what? What? Manectric is an electric type, right? Yeah. So why don't we just put a gigantic lightning bolt to cover its entire body and face instead of actually designing something interesting? Genius! Really? Come on now.
Number 8!
Maractus. This guy again. I almost feel bad that he's been in 2 consecutive top 10s about my least favourite things. Almost. Derpy doesn't quite cover it for Maractus. There is one word used to describe it. Why? It's based on a cactus and a maraca? Why? Who thought this was a good idea? Why does it make maraca sounds when it moves? Why does it dance? Why is it based on Spanish dances? Just... why?
Number 7!
Voltorb. And the award for laziest design goes to... this guy. Oh look, there's these things called Pokeballs in these games. Let's put some eyes on it, and now it's a Pokemon. Great job, guys. A+, gold star for effort.
Number 6!
Licky Licky. Another derp fest over here. I'm genuinely curious as to who would want this monstrosity on their team. This is another Pokemon I look at and just say, why? Why are you so derpy, Licky Licky? Why are you just a pink blob? Why do you have a full Wi-Fi signal? Why?
Number 5!
Pidove. For this pick, some context is required. Let me tell you guys what I feel like Pokemon designs should be. They should draw influence and even be based on real-life objects and creatures, but with extra design elements and characteristics that make them over-the-top, exaggerated, and overall more fun. Some Pokemon try that and fail, as we've seen. But at least they tried. Pidove is a pigeon. Like, straight up, just a pigeon. There are no extra design quirks, nothing special whatsoever. It's just a pigeon. How boring! I could go on about this for a while, but I'm done for now.
Number 4!
Grimer and Muck. These 2 Pokemon are grouped together as they are essentially the same Pokemon design-wise. They are blobs of purple sludge with eyes. You guys have seen how I'm not a fan of basic designs with some eyes stuck on, and these are somehow even worse than the others.
Number 3!
Stunfisk. Who the hell ever asked for an electric pancake Pokemon? That's essentially what Stunfisk is, and it's as bad as it sounds on paper. It looked horrible in Generation 5, but then they made him even worse in Generation 6. Just look at that sprite. How can you not think that that is one of the most ridiculous Pokemon ever?
Number 2.
Love Disc. So, you've seen the electric pancake. We've had the pigeon and the Pokeball. Are you guys ready for the heart? What's that? Oh, you're not excited by that? Well, yeah, it's a heart with some lips. Any reason why this is a water Pokemon? They could quite easily make it any type they wanted. This could have been normal, fairy, hell, this could have been psychic. No one would have batted an eyelid. What an uninspired design.
Number 1.
This was by far the easiest number 1 pick of all time. My least favorite design for a Pokemon is Mega Slowbro. Good God. What did they do? Who was high enough to suggest they turn Slowbro into a burrito? Maybe they were lacking inspiration that day. They went to Chipotle that day for lunch, and someone had the bright idea of turning food into a Pokemon. Because that worked so well in the past. I maybe could have accepted Mega Slowbro's design, but there's one thing that seals it for me. How the hell is he balancing on his tail? What even is that? If his feet were underneath that shelled ice cream cone and he was standing, it would have been a horrible design, but it would have made it 10 times more bearable. I get so mad every time I look at Mega Slowbro. And you want to know what makes it worse? The fact that it's actually good in competitive use. So I have to look at it. Designs like Mega Ordino are awful as well, but that's down in PU, which I don't play, so it doesn't bother me. I can't escape from Mega Slowbro. It's everywhere. Okay. I'm going to stop now, because I could rant for a long time about this. But just so you guys know, I hate Mega Slowbro. End of top 10. Thanks for watching this top 10. If you enjoyed, please make sure to leave a like. Leave a comment down below, let me know if you agreed or disagreed with this list. If you disagree, who would you put on your list? Let me know in the comments. If you feel like it, you can subscribe to the channel, keep up to date with future uploads and future top 10s. Thanks for watching, I'll see you guys in the next video. Toodaloo.